What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. The 14th of May, Sunday morning, taking a look here at Casper. So daily chart, CSPR USDT will be the symbol here. A little bit of a pullback recently for Casper. We'll take a look at Bitcoin, discuss a couple scenarios that could be in play right now for good old Casper. So Casper has had a decent pullback here. So ultimately our top for now, our resistance is up here at our 628 level. You could see the market, once it rallied off of 466, made it through a couple levels and then had a couple candle wicks up here at the 628 level before ultimately rolling back over to 466. So let's talk about a couple scenarios that could be playing out here. So the way I see this is, now it depends on Bitcoin. So don't forget, we'll take a look at Bitcoin. So hang in here. It's nice to see the price finding support at 466, moving higher. A little bit of a resistance showing up 509. So there is some overhead weight, some overhead supply on the price right now. So more than likely, we will not just see a super strong V rally out of here. More than likely, we'll see something like this play out. So if we take a look back here in October, November, give or take, market moved up big time, pulled back, rallied, but found resistance. Traded sideways for quite a bit of time before ultimately moving higher. I think that's kind of more of what will play out here over a just double bottom rally out of here. So that is, basically choppy, give or take, maybe down a little bit, and then higher. Scenario number 2 is the price moves up potentially a little higher. From my chart, I would say like the 524, 522 area. So that would be basically these resistance lines here. So the price does something like that, rallies up to there, finds resistance, and then ultimately rolls over, maybe back down to 435, 415 area. That seems like a decent area for price support if the market rolls over. A lot of resistance at that level previously. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the price, if it pulls back, to stop there and find support. So that's two scenarios that could potentially be in play here for Casper. Now, the third scenario, which I don't think will play out, but it would be, it would be welcomed if it did, is the V rally out of here. So we have this double bottom, and then the market just takes off like a rocket out of here, getting past the 628, working its way higher. Now, the only way I see that happening is if we're going to jump over to Bitcoin now, guys. Bitcoin. So the only way I see that happening is if Bitcoin rallies. So we've talked about in the past couple videos, past couple shorts, that Bitcoin was looking like it's going to roll over. We put up this not so perfect support line here. Basically this is some kind of a topping pattern. It's not a perfect head and shoulders or everything. Maybe it's more of a smaller rounding topping pattern. And the price broke down the other day. But real quick, we talked about two levels under the market that the price could pull to before finding support. And we hit those levels perfectly. So if I zoom in here, those levels that we spoke about, the price pulling back to if we had a break lower, was 26.23, 25.760, 25.726. And on the date of the 12th, the price pulled right back to that, found support, and we are sitting quiet right now. 26.860 it looks like today's current price. So Bitcoin could be in for a little bit of a rally here, maybe back up to, give or take a little bit, maybe this 27.5, maybe a little higher, lower. We'll see. Do I expect a V rally out of here? Not necessarily. Doesn't mean it won't happen. More than likely, we'll get a little bit of a move higher into that 27.5 and trade sideways, and then maybe move higher, or trade sideways and then roll over. But more than likely, the bottom is in, at least a major bottom for Bitcoin. This candle wick looks like a bottoming candle for now. So like I said, we could trade sideways to up a little bit, and then from there we'll have to reevaluate the chart. But judging by that candle that took place right here on the 12th, it doesn't look like the price is just going to tank from here. It looks like the price traded down, got bought back up, found support right at the 3 levels we spoke about in previous videos. Go back and watch the past couple videos. We talk about that level when we discuss Bitcoin. So more than likely we'll trade up a little bit and then probably find some resistance at that 27.5, give or take. So if that happens, that should carry Casper's price up, at least in the short term, maybe back up to that 522, 524. But I could be wrong, guys. That's just kind of what I'm looking at right now. Kind of what I see most likely to take place here. So that's my thoughts on Casper / Tether USDT on the daily chart. I don't necessarily see us just rocketing out of here unless some catalyst comes into the market and Bitcoin just decides to take off like a rocket. I kind of see a slight move higher, then sideways, and then from there, who knows? Maybe it rolls over, maybe it finally puts in another higher low and then moves higher. It is nice to see this double bottom here. Nice to see support show up there. Top end of this range here, so resistance got flipped into support, so that's good. That is nice to see old resistance turning into support. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this Sunday. Expect some quiet things here for the market, at least in my opinion. I could be wrong. You guys let me know your thoughts down in the comments on Casper, on Bitcoin, any other projects you feel like talking about. Go ahead and type them down in the comments. Links, as always, down in the video description. You guys have a good one.